Good morning. It looks like I need to give this a moment to see if the connection holds, and so far it looks good. Welcome to Monday. Welcome to the start of a new week. For this week, we won't have one teacher's work, but this week is all a collection of different teachers' wisdom. And today, I have invited Don Miguel Ruiz, who wrote the book, The Four Agreements. And that is where we start our week today. Danae, a very good morning. Beatrix, good morning. It's great seeing you. Hello. Sunmarie, good morning. Happy Monday. Happy to jump into the week along with you. We've all felt the weight of unrealistic expectations before. The pressure to constantly strive for more, to be more. This relentless pursuit of perfection can often lead to burnout, frustration, and a deep sense of inadequacy. But what if we could shift our perspective, release the pressure, and simply do our best? Linda, very good morning. Anthony, good evening. Welcome to the start of a new week. We tend to have this warped overachiever idea that our best is only good enough if it is always getting better day on day, without any setbacks. If you haven't read The Four Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz yet, I seriously suggest that you do, and even if you have read it before, I'll remind you of the importance of this chapter. Craig, good morning. Happy Monday. Michelle, a very good morning. Happy Monday. So this is right from that chapter. I think it's the fourth chapter of Don Miguel Ruiz's book, The Four Agreements. It goes like this. He says, every human is an artist. The dream of your life is to make beautiful art. Your best is going to change from moment to moment, and it will be different when you are healthy as opposed to sick. Under any circumstances, simply do your best, and you will avoid self-judgment, self-abuse, and regret. He says, everything is alive and changing all the time, so your best will sometimes be high quality, and other times it will just not be as good. When you wake up refreshed and energized in the morning, your best will be better than when you are tired at night. Your best will be different when you are healthy as opposed to sick. It will depend on whether you are feeling wonderful and happy or angry and upset. Charlene, good morning. Happy Monday. Your best will also change over time, he says, but just keep doing your best, no more and no less than your best. If you try too hard to do more than your best, you will spend more energy than is needed, and in the end, your best will not be enough. When you overdo, you deplete your body and go against yourself. And it will take you longer to accomplish your goal. If you just do your best, there is no way you can judge yourself. And if you don't judge yourself, there is no way you're going to suffer from guilt, blame, and self-punishment. If you have done your best and your inner judge tries to judge you, then you've got the answer. I did my best. There are no regrets. That is why we always do our best. It is not an easy agreement to keep, but this agreement is really going to set you free. Also, go inside and listen to your body, because your body will never lie to you. Your mind will play tricks, but the way you feel in your heart and in your gut is the truth. Thank you, Don Miguel Ruiz. Every human is an artist, a creator, and your whole life is the canvas. When you are presented with this idea, we might think of Van Gogh, Picasso, or any other number of recognized artists, but that's just a very thin slice of what it is to create. When speaking about what we're creating, I often get this response: I don't create anything. I'm just a stay-at-home mom. Or, I'm not a creator, I just have a desk job. We are all creating every day. You are, right now, creating your life. The environment you create around you will have a direct impact on the people around you. And of course, the inner environment that you have created is at the core of everything you do. So while you set out to create this week, tell yourself to just do your best. It's impossible for your best to always be better than the day before. And also, it's just not necessary. Every day you are given the opportunity to create, and all that is necessary is that you start every day with the same mantra, again and again. Today I will do my best. I wish you a week of creating fearlessly at your highest potential, while just doing your best. No more and no less. If you're ready, you can close your eyes and let's get into this week. Starting with the first few big breaths. Take a deep breath in and out. Take a deep breath in and out. A deep inhale and let it go. Deep breath in and out. One more big breath in. And let it all flow away. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose gets drawn all the way deep down into your belly. And as you fill up your belly with air, also raise yourself up. As you breathe in, stretch out your spine, lift the top of your head toward the ceiling. And once you've reached your full height, let all of it go. With every exhale, soften. With every breath out, soften your spine, slump down your shoulders, and drop your head. When we step into a new week, I really enjoy reminding you of exactly what it is you're doing right now. You are taking your body by the hand, you are sitting this body down, and you are being this body's teacher. You are teaching this body, saying, "This is how I want us to do this." to a large extent. What we are is the collection of patterns, the programming that our past has given us. The good thing is that we don't have to surrender to being the programming from the past. But if we don't program ourselves consciously with what we want to be, well then, we will just be the program that the past created. Right now, it's like you're putting your fingers on the keyboard and you are writing the code, writing the program that you want to be true. And your body is taking that on board. Why do I know this is true? Because I've heard this over and over again. That from sitting here daily, or often enough at least, and practicing being conscious and breathing and softening, I've heard so many times how this becomes the default, how this becomes someone's unconscious programming. I've heard it said over and over again that without realizing, I'm learning that I'm taking deeper breaths whenever I feel anxious. When I look at myself, I can see that there's something subconscious that takes deeper breaths and tries to soften my body when I feel stressed. And that's from being here, sitting down, taking the breaths, and doing the programming. So I know this works. I know this is true. Right now you are teaching your body, and you are creating the new patterns that you want to be your reality. We'll take the last few big breaths of this phase together, helping our bodies stretch and adjust and settle down into as much comfort as possible for the rest of our journey. Take a deep breath in. As you release, drop your head all the way forward and roll out your neck muscles forward and to the left. And forward and to the right. Take a deep breath in. As you release, roll your shoulders forward in big, slow circles. Take a deep breath in. As you release, roll your shoulders backwards in big circles, nice and slow. Take a deep breath in. As you release, focus on your spine. You can lean your upper body over to the left and lean your upper body over to the right. Feel yourself stretching into your back muscles. Feel where the edges are and gently lean in to those edges. One more big breath in. And as you release, you can stretch or move or adjust any part of your body that still needs a bit of help settling down. Having softened our bodies into a state of presence, or at least becoming as present as we possibly can be right now, just doing our best. We can now turn our attention inwards and dive deep inside for the next part of our journey. With every next inhale, we'll hold our breath for a few short moments, followed by a really long, really slow exhale. But if you can't sit for the whole meditation with us, then this is always a good place to stop. So if you are here for the whole journey, let's take the next few big breaths together. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, make it a really long, really slow exhale. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, feel into your body. Feel how softness slips into your body and settles in every part of your body. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, follow the downwards flow through your body. Feel your shoulders slowly falling, feel your body slowly softening, and feel how you are slowly slipping deeper into you. One more big breath in and hold. And as you release, feel yourself melting, feel your whole body dissolving. Feel how you are slipping into a deeper level of surrender with every slow exhale. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose is an invitation. It invites you to turn inwards and follow this journey. As you breathe in, feel the air flow in through your nostrils. Feel the air touch the back of your throat. Stay with your breath as it flows in through your lungs. And as you fill up the balloon inside your belly, feel yourself slip all the way in. Hold your breath. But hold it only for as long as it feels easy, followed by a really long, really slow exhale. So with your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, see yourself standing at the start of this new week. Like, see your toes sticking over the edge and ready to dive in. Take your next big breath. As we step into a new week, what we're trying to do is not just walk into this week on autopilot, being blindsided by every little unplanned thing. We want to step into this week with intention. We want to have a clear idea of the steps we want to take this week. And also we want to be prepared for any uncertain and unknown thing. So let's start with what we know about this week. What is already in the calendar? As you take your next big breath and dive deep into you, try and create some clarity in your mind around some of the things you need to get done this week. Some of the places you need to go this week, remind yourself and see yourself go there. Some of the people perhaps that you need to see this week, remind yourself of those. So as you take your next big breath and dive deep into you, walk through Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and bring some clarity to your mind. Take your next big breath. What are you creating this week? We listened this morning to Don Miguel Ruiz saying that the truth is we are all creators. There's not one human who doesn't create. And I always feel on a Monday morning like I have to make this clear and remind you that painting a painting, doing photography and putting it on a wall, those are just some examples of creating. Doing a project in your professional life and stepping back from a finished project also is just one way of creating. We are all creating all the time. around you, you are creating an environment in your home. And everyone that enters your home is impacted by the environment you create. Every interaction with another human being is an act of creating, because you are creating that relationship. And then of course we have all created our inner environment. And our inner environment controls everything we do. You're always creating. So in this week ahead, what is it that you want to create? How is it that you want to create this week? And if you're uncertain of the answer, keep asking the question until you find the answer. The question is, what am I creating this week? Take your next big breath. Take a moment to transport yourself a week ahead. Stand in the next weekend and look back. If you had a checklist, what would your checklist look like for the end of the week? What are things for which you want to say, I got this done, I got that done? What are things for which you'd like to say, I got started on this one, or I made progress on that one? This doesn't have to be a long checklist either. Perhaps just focus on one thing. What is something you'd like to check off the list for the end of this week? Take your next big breath. So now that we looked at what is known about the week ahead, we're also opening ourselves to what might be unknown about the week ahead. There are always things we couldn't have planned for. Does the unknown scare you? Does uncertainty feel unsafe? Take a moment just with that question. How do you feel about what is unknown? How do you feel about uncertainty? Take your next big breath. Often doing our best comes from a place of trying to control everything. And we feel like if we had control of everything happening, that equates to doing our best. I did my best because I controlled all outcomes. And that makes it very hard to feel like we've done our best when the unknown pops up. When obstacles and stumbling blocks came our way that we could not have planned for, then it often feels really hard to feel like we did our best. Are you able to have a little bit more acceptance for the unknown? That things will come your way that you couldn't have planned for, and that you can't control the outcome of everything. Can you have just a bit more acceptance for that? Take your next big breath. I'd love for you to create the picture, create the image of putting yourself to bed at the end of every day this week. Putting yourself to bed, tucking yourself in, seeing your head touch the pillow. And then remember to have this conversation with yourself. Speak to this person you're tucking in and say, hey, I want to remind you that today you did your best. Whatever the outcome was, and it might not have been the outcome you wanted, but I want to remind you that today you did your best. Tomorrow we pick it up again. Tomorrow we try again. And tomorrow we just simply do our best again. But sleep soundly and know that today you did your best. Can you create that image? Can you see yourself do that for yourself? Take your next big breath. We'll take the last few big breaths of this phase together, slipping out of the breath-holding space and into the next. Take a deep breath in. And hold. As you release, make it a long, slow exhale. Take a deep breath in. And hold. And as you release, feel how softness slips into your body and settles in every cell of your body. One more big breath in. And hold. And as you release, feel yourself slip all the way through. There is no more attention on your breathing. You can sit all the way back or even lie all the way back down and feel yourself just floating. I'll read to you one more time a little piece from Don Miguel's book, The Four Agreements, in the chapter, Do Your Best. He reminds us that your best is going to change from moment to moment. It will be different when you are healthy as opposed to sick. Under any circumstance, simply do your best. And then you will avoid self-judgment, self-abuse, and regret. Your best will sometimes be high quality, and other times it will not be as good. When you wake up refreshed and energized in the morning, your best will be better than when you were tired at night. Your best will be different when you are healthy as opposed to sick. It will depend on whether you are feeling wonderful and happy or angry and upset. Your best will also change over time. But keep doing your best, no more or no less than just your best. We're all creating every day. You are creating your life. The environment you create around you will have a direct impact on the people around you. And of course, the inner environment that you have created is at the core of everything you do. So while you set out to create this week, just do your best. Reach for that image again. The image of you tucking yourself into bed at night. See your head on the pillow and have this conversation. Hey, I want you to know that today you did your best. And if you can add a tiny something, could you perhaps see yourself, give yourself a kiss on the forehead Just imagine going to bed like that every night. Seeing yourself, give yourself a kiss on the forehead. We have the last 5 breaths of gratitude to do together. With every exhale, I'll say my thank you, and I invite you to say yours. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for the privilege of standing at the start of a new week. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for being given a moment to be intentional about the week ahead. Intentional about how I walk into and through this week. Even intentional about the end of every day. Reminding myself that I am indeed trying. I am doing my best. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for learning the balance between holding myself accountable, of course, but also not being hard on myself and not punishing myself for stupid little things. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for seeing a clear image of what I want to create this week. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for the grace to be kind to myself when it doesn't go the way I planned. One more big breath in. Thank you, beautiful people. Thank you for jumping into the week with us. Thank you, Craig. Good morning, Vivian. It's great to see you. Happy Monday. Thank you for jumping into the week with us. Karen, it's awesome seeing you live with us. Happy, well, I guess not quite Monday yet, but welcome to the start of a new week. Thank you, Sunmarie. Thank you, Beatrix. It was great seeing you. Hello. Thank you, Danae. Thank you, Charlene. Thank you, Anthony. Facebook's not showing names on the top today, so I can't remember who's all here. Thank you, Linda. Have a beautiful week. Thank you, Michelle. I trust that you'll spread your wings, fly off into the week, and create at your highest potential. See you soon. Ciao, ciao.